Hey y'all, what's up family? My loves. It's your girl Deidrae coming through here with another video. So honoring the womb, how does that look? What does that look like for the feminine and the masculine? Feminine, females, that looks like standing in your power. Knowing your value, first of all, knowing your value in order for you to stand in your power. When you understand that your womb is gold, your essence is beautiful, you won't allow other people to take advantage of it nor of you. Now this goes into a whole nother video, but we have to realize that we are self-sustaining, that we can love ourselves and that we don't need an external factor to love. Because for me, in my case, in my example, I grew up majority of my childhood, my parents got divorced when I was 7, so I grew up without a father for the most part of it. You know, he was in and out, but for the most part, I didn't have a father. I was sexually abused at a young age as well. And so growing up, I used sexuality to find validation and to find my value. Because my first experience in sexuality was not the best of experiences. That is how the other experience rippled off, if I can say it that way. I experienced almost the same trauma with every sexual experience, and there's some pattern that always repeats itself in the type of guy that you choose, in the type of sex that you engage in, whether you're vulnerable or not. There's always a similarity in the patterns, and it's important for you to identify that for your own self, because that's going to help you to understand why you choose certain men and certain times and why you do certain things, all based on that first experience. Now, I do this in my work as a life coach. I look at first-time experiences and we help you discover what patterns need to change. And I've done this for many of my female friends. But the innate thing in us is to find value. We always try to find value and validation outside from a man. But the first step is finding that value within yourself, knowing who you are, that you are a child of the divine, that you are a ray of the sun, and that you are connected to source, connected to the divine. You are connected to God without any strings, like untethered. You are untetheredly connected to divine, and he is your source. He is your source, and so you don't need to have that validation from anywhere else. You don't need anyone to fulfill you. You are your own self. You are your own love. And so start to give yourself that love. Don't give your power away. Yeah, even though your power was taken away from you in that first experience, for majority of us, don't continue to give it away. Find your value again. Understand that your womb is gold, and anybody that comes up in there got to be a king. Got to be a king. And if he's not a king, it's okay. You can guide him along, but then you don't have to guide him with your womb. You don't have to guide him with your chest to chest, honey. You can guide him with your word until he understands and realizes that he needs to value you. Nobody can value you more than you value yourself. So first, value yourself as the richness that you are, and then you will find someone that will value and honor you who you are. On the other hand, my masculines, I can't leave you out of this, because majority of you guys, whether you admit it or not, have had abuses or inappropriate first-time relationships as well, that has caused you to devalue yourself as well as devalue the woman or the womb essence. But it's okay, because all of us are growing and we're learning in this together. Now, when you find you a woman that is able to understand you, that you can be vulnerable and completely open with, and that can understand you and guide you in love and teach you in love, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing for a woman to stand in her power. You don't have to feel less than or insubordinate when a woman stands in her power in front of you. You have to feel empowered, because you have given her the ability to be powerful, to speak up when something is wrong, to say, hey, don't do this. I don't like this. You've given her the ability to do that. That is power. That is power. When you stand up for the females that are around you, you be the voice for them. Even when they cannot speak, you be the voice for them. Try doing that. If you've never thought about doing that, try doing that for a day. Speak for the women around you at your work. They might not be able to speak in whatever small situation that may be. Speak for them, and I guarantee you'll feel empowered. You'll feel like the man, because you put a stop to something where you see your sister was being abused, or your sister was being diminished, or your sister was being disrespected, you're going to feel the man, because that's your divine essence. Now, I ain't telling y'all to go beat up nobody or bust a cap nobody. But within your own divine beauty, cherish the womb, because it brings out the beauty in you. Once you start to see and value the womb, you become beautiful, you become handsome, and you become desirable. Don't be offended if a woman is standing in her power and she's telling you, I don't want to do this, or I didn't like when you did this to me. She's just speaking her truth. She's speaking her power, and something that she probably hasn't been able to do over the years because she has been suppressed, you know. And with dignity and pride, you guys can have a conversation and conversate about it. I've seen this many times in the couples I talk to. You know, it's just a matter of communication that can help a situation be in harmony, or help couples be in harmony. Masculines, last thing I want to leave with you is you are the example. And this is going to be a heavy task, and it might sound heavy, but somebody needs to tell you, you are the example. You're the example to your son. It is your task to rewrite history. Your father didn't show you a good picture, probably not, of how to treat and honor a woman. It's on you. Now, you're being tasked with it. How is your son supposed to treat women? He's watching you. He's watching your every move. He's watching you, how you treat his mother. Do you honor his mother? Do you bring out the beauty in his mother? Or do you bring out the worst in her? Do you love her? Even if you guys are not together, do you honor her womb? He's watching you. So you are the one to set the example for the future generations, to make a difference in how we saw the womb being treated, or how we saw the females being treated. It's your job to eliminate all violations by setting a good example. I challenge you. My hope is that we all operate in harmony one day, that we all see each other in our strengths, and we all see each other in our beauties, and that we all bring out the beauty and the strengths in one another. That is my hope. And with this, it brings me to the end of this video. I do hope it was helpful. I do hope I was able to set some light your way. And if you find this of any use to you, like it, share it with a friend if you find any value in it, because we need to be more aware of the pattern that we are stuck in. We need to be aware of the darkness, and we need to shed light on it. So let's do this together, collectively, one by one. I'll be seeing you in my next video, because there's a lot more to talk about. See you soon. My name is Deidrae, and I'm out.